Jovenshire. Now I'm the first to jump on board with anything that makes my gaming experience more of an experience. So I'm a big fan of gaming peripherals, whether it be something that adds to the gameplay or possibly just a better controller to use. Gaming accessories can be awesome, but some of them can also be shit. So let's focus on the negative here, people. Let's make this list the top 5 worst gaming peripherals ever.
5.
Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorites from the franchise. Now, how could it not be? But did you know that there was a controller you could buy for this game? It turned this necessary device to play the game into a chainsaw. Here, if I can just... I wasn't supposed to do that.
How are you supposed to do it?
It's a chainsaw. Now, looking at it, you can see it's not much in size. Your hands pretty much go where they're supposed to go. Ah, I see what you did there. But it's clunkier than it needs to be. It's heavier than it needs to be. And just, it's really unnecessary. And yes, well, when I first had this, it worked, but you could actually make like the blades spin around because it's necessary, right? Now I get what they were trying to do here. The burlap sack nightmare dude with the chainsaw, he was a big part of the game and a huge part of the branding. But this was pointless. Ah!
4.
Now, I'll give half points to Sony here. They knew that the PlayStation Move was shit, and they're like, nope, just not gonna use this anymore. Hide it in the corner. It has like 2 games, that's it. Whereas the Kinect V1, it just didn't work how you wanted it to, and they kept shoving it down your throats. Hey, this game is even better with Kinect. This game's even better Kinect. No game is better with Kinect. Let me tell you, Mass Effect 3, it's not better me yelling commands to my squad. I'm like, Liara, use singularity. Use singularity. Singularity. It never works. Or trying to use Netflix, you're like, just, no, not this movie. The next movie. You look like an idiot. We don't need it. That's all it's good for.
3.
When I show you a picture of Rob here, you see an iconic yet underused gaming accessory that was nothing short of a blatant lie. Now you see, quick history lesson. Back in 1983, video games, they almost died. Sales were way down mainly because all the games looked and played the same. Kind of like games today, but I digress. In 1985, Nintendo released the NES, and to help boost sales, they packaged it with Rob, the Robotic Operational Buddy. And that's really all he was. A buddy, a cute-looking toy to catch the eyes of consumers, and they never made games to utilize them. And they just went back to using a normal controller, a controller that already looked like a controller that people had. It was just the same old jab that people were already used to. At least we were able to give Rob the respect he deserves by making him a playable character in Super Smash Bros. You made it at least that far, buddy. You made it that far.
2.
Speaking of gaming lies, let's look at one of the biggest gaming disappointments of all time. The Power Glove. Ugh. There was this movie a long time ago called The Wizard. Now if you haven't seen it, don't. It was a giant commercial for Mario Bros. 3, and that part's okay, but it made the Power Glove look like it was the greatest thing, this amazing, epic gift from the gods. There was no real power to the Power Glove. You just still pushed all the buttons here on the controller pad. You just felt like you looked like a badass. But guess what? You didn't. You did not look like a badass. This right here, wearing a Power Glove, not a badass. Am I badass?
No.
Nope, see? Now I will say, this was perfectly marketed, just was completely useless. Now props to Nintendo for making this giant piece of broken dreams and rubber look like it was the greatest thing to ever happen to games. But seriously, this is why I have trust issues.
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
1.
Now to number 1. The reason I wanted to do this top 5 so I can dump on the worst gaming accessory ever conceived. The largest waste of money ever to show up on the gaming shelves of any store, anywhere. This goddamn stupid Wii Sports Accessory Kit. It's just, how does it work, you ask? Well, let me show you. You take the racket here, you attach it to this thing. Nope, broke it. Got it. Then you just put your Wiimote here into the empty slot, and then it turns your controller into the item you're using on screen. Really? People bought this? It doesn't add to anything. It's just plastic to make it look like you're playing with a 10-inch baseball bat. That's it. I can't stress how angry this actually makes me.
Tennis racket.
Well, there's a baseball bat accessory here too. Oh, look at me and my cool little racket. It's like I'm doing real sports outdoors. Woo! Who bought this? Why would you buy this? Me? No, nay, I say. I didn't buy this. I stole this from Lasercorn. I hate it so.
It was a gift from my aunt. Oh, no.
Oh, well, now I feel a little bad. A little bad. Not that bad, actually. It's crap.
Sorry, Aunt Corn.
This was kind of cute, though. Pointless!
The Wizard.
There you go, folks. Thank you so much for letting me go on and rant about these horrible gaming accessories and peripherals. Now, it's only a coincidence that most of the items on this list were Nintendo games. Now, I love Nintendo, but their accessories, man, they're crap. They need a lot of help. But now it's your turn. What gaming accessories throughout time have you just absolutely hated? Let me know on Twitter. I'm at the Jovenshire. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. And I just feel dirty now. There's probably like cocaine in this or something. It's from the 80s. I don't know. So that's the top 5 suckiest gaming peripherals. Go ahead and click here for Lasercorn's top 5 suckiest things in video games. Also, new Honest Game trailer. This time we're bashing Diablo.